Facebook, what if a million people paid you 99 cents? This has been on my mind lately. What if in my case, music could be sold for far less than it normally does, making it far more inviting for listeners to buy? That is, what if so many listeners knew about my music, you can substitute your good, service, or intellectual property here, and it was so affordable that it was an absolute no-brainer for them to buy? Better yet, what if it was absolutely free, but I still got paid anyway? How, you ask, would the latter be possible? Well, advertising has funded some of the greatest endeavors imaginable. Facebook doesn't charge its users, but makes an absolute fortune due to advertising. It's a no-brainer for advertisers to buy ad space or impressions because they know that everyone is going to be there. And with 500 million users, it only takes a fraction of Facebookers to have a company add substantially to its bottom line. But how do you or I capitalize on the same idea? After all, I know a lot of people who think my music is great, but I don't know 500 million people who think that. I don't even know 5 million or 5,000. But I'm honestly not worried. As of this writing, I've been marketing my music for just about 4 months online. I haven't purchased FB ads yet because I have a music video I want in place first. But in all likelihood, I'll probably make that purchase soon, and provided that my ad is structured properly, I can almost guarantee that I will add to my fanbase. It doesn't even really concern me whether my music is good or not, and I'll tell you why. Out of 500 million people, it's just a statistical probability that I can find 500,000 folks who would like it whether it was good or not. Same with you, think about it. People like all sorts of weird things, ranging from food to movies to extreme sports to strange clothing to fetishes of various sorts. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean there aren't 500,000 people somewhere who do. And then, it just becomes a matter of reaching those 500,000 people. That's perhaps where we find our first gap. Many of us don't have hundreds or even thousands of dollars to spend on marketing and advertising, even though Facebook advertising is quite affordable. My advice would be, spend what you can afford, and then create reasons for your fans to engage and pass on your FB presence to at least one other friend. The obvious way to do this is a contest, where someone who shares with their friends is automatically entered in to win, or even perhaps structure it to where the person who shares with the most friends wins. In theory, you've just gone from 500,000 people who know about you, to 1 million people who do. Of course, that all sounds good, but I can feel you feeling that sinking feeling of, sure, but how do I even start? You already did, if you read this article, and you already have any kind of Facebook presence, then let your friends know what you're up to. That you'll give them a free report /prize /MP3 whatever for sharing with at least one other friend. See what happens. Now, here's another question, and this is one I don't have answered yet, and would love to hear from those of you who have ideas along these lines. How can we get those theoretical 1 million people to pay us 99 cents? Better yet, how can we make it free for those million people, but still make tons of money through advertising revenue of our own? That's where my own gap is, but I'm not worried. The internet is such a fertile marketplace that it's only a matter of time before I figure out how to make it so easy for everyone to download my music that they simply can't resist. I already have a good Facebook presence going, a great website. I know my music is good. Well, if you like singing that does not suck and guitar playing that is extraordinary, that is, and so I just have to keep reaching out to the right 500,000, which turns into 1 million, which turns into 2 million, and then 4 million and then 8 million. Well, you get the idea.